What up though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I'm out here on the run, getting things done. And we having weird weather right now. It was raining, then it was frozen rain. Now it's regular rain. It's just an odd day today weather-wise. But let's get into the topic at hand. Dr. Umar's daughter. We know she exists. She's out here. She's trying to live in her 15 minutes of infamy. She released that video claiming she didn't want no clout, saying that she just wanted to get in touch with her other sister. But then she got a taste of clout, and that's all flown out the window. The young lady has not went away. She talking about her daddy. She putting their business out there. I mean, in fairness, so is he. I had a woman that didn't like the fact that I was speaking on his situation. And my thing is, why you mad at me? He the one putting his business out there. You got a grown man putting all his family business out there, making video after video after video after video, just being messy. But I'm the messy one for offering an opinion about what he doing. It's just silly as hell. So I'm assuming this woman is some sort of goofy Dr. Umar fan, because that's the only way that logic makes sense to a person. You're not condemning him for being somebody's father and not being in their life for 22 years. You're not condemning him for making threats against his other baby mama, talking about some produce my kid or else. No, you mad at me. You condemning me for having an opinion about this sort of behavior. Silly as hell, man. But of course, it's always my sisters. I love you, sisters, but it's always y'all that's on this silly stuff. So when I seen that it was a sister, I'm like, of course it is. But more on Dr. Umar's daughter. She decided it would be a good idea to go onto a red pill podcast. I have no idea who's advising this young lady, but that didn't go over well. And the guy who podcast she went on, I mean, I don't know a lot about him. I know of him. I know he's, you know, a black red pillar, you know, the black manosphere, if you will. I know he's been around that. He doesn't seem like he's as into it as he once was. This is just me like kind of trying to find out more about him. But the guy does still have some sort of presence. And man, I wasn't familiar with his game, because she went on there and she went to be argumentative. This clearly was a mistake, because dude is not the one. His name is Tommy Sotomayor. Forgive me if I'm getting your name wrong, bro. If you happen to see this and I got your name wrong, please don't come for me. I do not want to smoke. I'm not trying to mess your name up on purpose. I seen your work. I seen how you can cook a motherfucker. I don't want no trouble. So understand, I'm just repeating what I saw. Don't cook me if I happen to get your last name wrong. It's a bit unique. But as I was saying, she went on there. She was being argumentative. He was being extremely patient. I was sitting up watching it. She was like getting on my nerves, because he asking questions. She talks over him. He asks another question. She responds with something that has nothing to do with the question. And this went on and on and on and on and on for a while. I was actually impressed with the level of patience, you know, that he was displaying. Not because I knew him to be different, but just because your average person would have been like, okay, I don't have time for this. But I think he displayed this because he was trying to make content. So he wasn't about to mess that up, especially if he paid her to come on. I don't know if he did, but I would imagine he did, because she was saying the other day that, you know, y'all pay Dr. Umar to come on y'all stuff and talk. Y'all gonna do the same thing for me. So he probably did throw her a few dollars. So that makes sense. if that's why he was being so patient. He was trying to get his money's worth with the content. But man, it got to a point to where he was asking her a question or he was saying something and she just kept saying right behind everything. He asked her to stop doing that. She continued to do it anyway. She was being a very immature 22-year-old, a bit on the disrespectful side as well, because you were asked to come on this man's podcast. Just respect his platform. You know, he says, can you not do this? Can you not do that? I don't see what the problem is of why you couldn't just not do the things that he was saying, can you not do? Especially when you look at the fact that he had not been disrespectful to her even once up to this point. But then it got disrespectful. And it shocked the hell out of me because, as I said, this is a guy that I'm not super familiar with. So I didn't know what he was capable of. Shocked the hell out of me. Dude went to calling her all types of bees, black bees, stupid bees. This is why the world hates black women. I mean, damn, the dude was just going off. And she couldn't get a word in because he muted her. And, you know, I mean, you were in the position to do that when it's your podcast. And he was talking about how stupid she was. Like, nobody wants to hear you talk. They want to hear me talk. You come on to my show to act stupid. I'm paraphrasing, but this is essentially the stuff that he was saying. It was wild. I'm like, damn, man, he cutting Dr. Umar's daughter up something fierce. I wonder what he gonna think about this when he see it, because you know he gonna see it. Umar Johnson loves to pretend like he don't really be paying attention to the haters and all that sort of stuff, but that's not true at all. Dr. Umar is the type of dude that will Google himself. Dr. Umar is the type of dude that will go on YouTube and type his name into the search bar. So please believe that when stuff happens, especially stuff that goes viral, he knows what's going on. Even more so now when it's him that's out there as a content creator. That was another thing. The woman didn't like the fact that I referred to him as a content creator. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's what I'm going to look at him as, a content creator, because I can't look at him as anything else. I'm not going to look up to the man, so that's out. I'm not going to look at the man as a solid voice, you know, like speaking for black people or whatnot, because he's doing the very things that he condemns. So I'm sorry, at this point, he put himself in the position of content creator. It's unfortunate if people like yourself still look up to him and worship him. For one, you shouldn't have been looking up to worshiping another man to begin with. But just because you see people on your TV or on your phone, that don't make these people anything more than just that, people. So if you want to take people's failures and their bad business dealings and their shadiness and still try to put them on this pedestal like they're not human first, knock yourself out. I'm not going to do it with you, though. But I really do wonder when he saw, because he definitely saw it. He definitely saw it. When he saw that, how he felt about it. Did it tick him off? Was he mad? Was he like, well, she effed around and found out? I mean, you know, how did he feel? And he probably will make a video about it. Let's just be for real about that. He probably will make a video about it, because this is butter biscuits and there's no way that he's gonna be able to resist that. This is a man that lately it seemed like he's been leaning into this infamy a bit. Not intentionally though. He's been leaning into the infamy, but it's funny because he's been trying to be a hero. But he's been leaning into the infamy, so he's probably gonna lean into this too, especially since it's involving his daughter. So if anybody got the right to make content off of his daughter, it's him, right? He keep going to that well for water. He gonna go to that well for water even now. Let me know what you guys think though. Did you see this situation? Did it shock you? Well, it probably ain't shock y'all. I think I might be the only one who didn't know as much about this guy as everyone else did, and he just like caught me off guard the way he cut her up. it was like he flipped a switch, man. He went from one mode to the other with the snap of a finger. That really caught me off guard. But I'm going to be reading them comments, man. Let me know what y'all think. Talk to y'all later. Peace.